everyone, and welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your host, the Indian Cine-MANIAC, back with another 10ish-minute review. Now, this one, okay, I want to apologize up front. I know this was recommended by more than one person, but the reality is I can't remember who recommended it. But the film is from 2024, All We Imagine as Light. And this was a big hit, and this won awards, and people were raving about it, and a lot of people wanted me to watch this, and so I did. And I have to tell you right up front, uh, there were elements of this film that I really liked, but this was not a movie for me. Should I give it all away now? I just found it a slow movie. And I understand it was purposely done that way. But like the story is about three women, and it's like they stuck a camera, and this is something I liked actually. They stuck a camera in the real life of these three women. And some things happen to them, and that's it. And there's like no conclusion. It just ends. And like I it's hard to explain. Well, okay, so it's about three women and their journey, and one woman has a husband who moved to Germany who's been there for a year. Her roommate is messing around with a Muslim boy, so she's got to do everything in secret. And she's having sex with him. And by the way, first bit of nudity I've seen in an Indian film is this film. And it was very, she's in front of the mirror, she takes off her shirt, and there you go. She's just sitting right there. And even the love scene with the kid was, it wasn't graphic or anything, but it was more than they normally show. And then there's an older woman, the head nurse, who is getting kicked out of her house and moving back to the village on the ocean. And that's the story. So it's a slice of life film. Not a lot happens. Again, very slow burn. I mean, really, like the whole film is a slow burn. And there were times that I was looking at my watch because nothing was happening. It's a very quiet film. So, what do you give that story? I guess I'd give it a 3. I get what they were trying. I get what the director she was trying to do. By the way, I didn't even give any of the credits. Payal Kapadia directed and wrote it. She wrote it. And the cast is Kani Kusruti, who plays Prabha, who's the one whose husband's been gone for a year. Divya Prabha is Anu, her roommate, and Chhaya Kadam plays the older head nurse, Parvati, and I've seen her in Jawan, in Hadhoon, in Madgaon Express. And the rest of the cast, there's a doctor that showed some interest in Prabha, and there's the Muslim boy, Shiaz. But it's really about the three women. So, the story was okay. The music, I actually really liked the music. There was no musical numbers, but there was very jazzy incidental music. There's a whistling song in a lot of the background. So I enjoyed the music. I put the music before the performances. Well, I'll tell you what I thought about the music. The music was a 4. I really liked it. And again, I would have been shocked if they did some kind of big musical number. It would not have fit this film. The performances, it's a tough one for me because probably the best performance or the most layered performance was the roommate. Because One, she's trying to hide the fact she's seeing this Muslim boy who she absolutely loves. And there's even a scene where she's gonna go to his house because the parents are gonna be gone. So she's got to put on the head thing so she can blend in with the Muslims. Well, she's taking the train there and she gets to the station and he says, "My parents are home, you can't come." So now she's gotta turn around and basically go back. And the way she played that was beautiful. But she's also, when they go to this village, they bring the head nurse to the village. It's a beautiful place with right on the ocean. Well, she's sneaking off with the boyfriend, doing that stuff. But the Pravda, who I mean, she plays it with a lot of pathos because she's married, and she definitely, she probably would have some interest in the doctor if she wasn't married. And throughout the movie, she's like, "Should I call him?" Like she gets a rice cooker from Germany, a new one, an appliance, and she thinks it's from him because it's from Germany. And at one point, she actually hugs it. Like this rice cooker is replacing the husband. But she kind of plays it that way the whole time. It's not like she goes through the movie and all of a sudden now she's got this strength because of her relationship with the other women. It wasn't like that. She was pretty much the same way the whole movie. Now the older woman who's getting kicked out of her place, a lot of dignity, a lot of, she's moving back to the village because she owns the house there. She's kind of accepted her lot, and she's offering advice to the girls. Like she doesn't even call Prabha by her first name; she calls her nurse. So, the performances are. I mean, I'm probably not giving this the because the reviews on this are fantastic. But I thought the performances were okay. I just thought they were kind of one note, except for Anu. So I gave the performances a three. And my verdict, I got to tell you, this film, this goes against what everyone else is saying, but I give it a two because I just found it boring. To be perfectly honest with you, it was just boring. Now, would I look at this differently if I was a woman in India? Maybe, I guess, but there was nothing happening in this movie. And even the dialogue was quiet, soft, like like um like a sleeping aid, because even some of the music, the piano music, was very soothing to the point where you're like, oh, geez, nothing, like that. So, and this was a big hit with critics. And I was reading all the reviews, and people just absolutely adore this movie. And I feel bad because it just didn't connect with me. And I guess that happens, right? But again, I will tell you what I did really like about this. It had a very documentary feel to it, like a very and I think that, yeah, this is Malayalam, and I do find that Malayalam films tend to be way more grounded than Bollywood. Um, and this was a very grounded film. Like 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 I said at the beginning, it's like they just stuck cameras in front of people. Like, it's not like these beautifully framed shots. Do you know what I mean? It was like they stuck a camera and followed people around. And I actually liked that about the film. I found it was an interesting choice. And when they do get to the ocean, there are some beautiful shots of the ocean, but it had a very guerrilla filmmaking. I don't know what the budget was on this, but that I kind of really liked. And again, I liked the music too, but it just didn't click with me. And I did find myself wandering away. And I've watched a couple of films, um, like J- Jigarthanda. I freaking loved that movie, the 2014 one. I love that movie, and that movie had me from start to finish. This one, I was trying so hard to get into it and really care about the characters, and I just didn't. So don't hate me for it, please. But I got to be honest, okay? And for me, it just didn't work. So let me know what you think, because again, the reviews for this movie were phenomenal, and I feel like I'm an outlier, but that's what I thought about the film. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and to get to that 1,000 subscribers, please share the video, because I think that's the only way it's going to happen. Okay. Um, excuse me, a little tickle there. Okay, so that's it. We'll talk to you soon on John Talks Indian Cinema with either a trailer reaction or a 10ish minute review. Thanks for watching, everybody.